Well, one of the most pertinent halachos for this time of COVID-19 and quarantine is found at the end of the Shulchan Arukh in Choshen Mishpat 427, Taf Chaf Zayin, and we can begin with paragraph 8, halacha ches, in which the Shulchan Aruch says, likewise, one has a positive commandment to guard oneself of any life-threatening obstacle, as it is said, beware and guard your soul, meaning your life. And then, besides the positive commandment, if one did not remove said danger, not only has one canceled the positive commandment, the person has also violated a lo saseh, a negative commandment, which is do not bring blood guilt. That's Devarim, chapter 22, pasuk ches. So here we have probably the most important halacha that pertains to our time, which means that I have both a positive commandment and a negative commandment about removing dangers, and I have a positive commandment to make sure that I am going out of my way to protect other people from any danger. So, of course, we're going to have people say that it's a debate how much danger it is and that maybe masks are not necessary. We can find articles that say that masks don't really help. We can find articles that say all sorts of things. But instead of saying that we simply have to rely on general medical advice, which is true, obviously, I think it's worthwhile to pay attention to the fact that the Torah has afforded us two mitzvahs, one a positive mitzvah and one a negative mitzvah. So instead of being professional risk calculators and determining whether we will believe one news source over another, or whether we will rely on one medical opinion more than we would another, perhaps it's not a question of how expert we are or how qualified we are to make that medical evaluation, but our perspective has to be, if it's true that there's both a positive commandment to guard one's life and the life of others, and there's a negative commandment that we are not allowed to do anything that brings a threat to the lives of others. So perhaps the question should be, is this something that I am perfectly safe, meaning halachically safe, in going without a mask, or not washing my hands, or going to certain places, and then after going to those places, going home? So instead of looking at it from a medical evaluation, perhaps we can look at it from the terms of halacha. And that way we are less concerned with evaluating something that has yet to be officially or authoritatively determined, I guess, and to look at it from the perspective of halacha, and meaning that we treat this as a bein adam lechavero, an interpersonal obligation, and ask, are we going out of our way to protect others? And are we going out of our way to make sure we do not do anything that will bring danger to others?